I would like to talk to you today about some fantastic classes we have coming up, and I'd like to introduce Karen Ruby, who's going to be our in-store instructor, who's going to be teaching most of these classes. What do you have coming up? I know you have something coming up next week on the 10th.
Well, Ed, I'm excited to get some of these new classes going. We've been working on it here in the store and doing a lot of discussion and planning. So the first thing that we're going to have going that's the new class is something that I have done in the past with teaching classes, and we've titled it A Stitch and a Bite. So that class is going to start on Tuesday, January 10th, and it will be on the second and fourth Tuesdays of each month. And so our first one, we're going to do kind of a trial run. And the idea of A Stitch and a Bite is it's sort of a lunch and learn where you bring your own lunch, and then we have a short class. You eat your lunch, you do a small project, and then you're able to go back to work. And
Oh, well, that sounds like, instead of just having a lunch sitting in a cold car or break room,
right,
come learn something like the vacuum sewing. That sounds like a good idea.
yeah, and I think it'll be a really fun class for everybody, because it's not going to be real intense, it's not going to be real hard, but it's going to be things that all of us as sewists, perhaps quilters, garment makers, all those sorts of things that we need to know. So Tuesday our class is going to be on how to sew on a button using your sewing machine.
Oh.
So we're going to talk about 4 different ways to sew on a button. You'll actually use one of the store machines in our classroom and sew on 4 buttons.
Oh, cool.
So you'll have a chance to actually do hands-on rather than just...
So about how long does this take then?
Well, I'm thinking that anybody that works that wants to come during the lunch hour needs about 20 minutes to probably get here. So the class will start at 12:20,
Okay.
and it will be 20 minutes. So we'll finish by 12:40, and then everybody will be able to get back to work in plenty of time.
And what is there a charge for this then? Or is it just a small little fee maybe to come in and...
Because we're going to be providing some of the materials and everybody will have a chance to actually stitch, there will be just a nominal charge of $5 for the class. Okay. And then it will be, the next class will be the 4th Tuesday of January, and that one will be a different topic.
Okay.
So each time it will be different.
Okay. And I know every month we do have Quilt Club and then the Final Salutes Quilt. And I know the next thing coming up after your class on the 10th is Quilt Club on the 13th with Penny Olive. And that happens every second Friday of the month.
Right.
Okay. And then I know the Final Salutes Quilt, which is it's done by Marilee Bobany, I believe, and it's the 3rd Friday of the month. And it's just you bring it in, you bring in your machine, and I think Marilee brings some supplies, and you basically just kind of put together a quilt, parts of a quilt. You don't get it all done at the same time, because each class is only from 3 to 4, the Final Salutes and Quilt Club. And then I think after that, you have your Serger class that you'll be teaching once a month.
Right. We're going to be doing Serger class on the 3rd Saturday of each month, which we've kind of been going for a year now. We've got a whole year put away on projects that we're doing. And so this time it will be January 21st.
I believe that's correct.
That'll be that Saturday. And this is the project that we'll be making. And what I like to do with my serger projects is everybody uses their serger and we sew either all or almost all of the project right on your serger. So dust off your sergers, ladies. Come on in. It starts at 10:30 on Saturday, January 21st, and we'll be making this little folio project. So you'll be able to do a lot of different things with your serger. We'll use a cover stitch, we'll use some decorative thread. This project is actually done in Suedette, and we use 4 different feet for your serger to make the different components of this little folio. So it will either hold a small notebook and it has another pocket here, or you can use it as a tablet holder. So it'll work well for like a Kindle or a Nook or some of the small tablets. So that's what we're going to be doing this week, or this month, in Surgery Club here at Blakeman Beckman Sewing.
And the cost of that is, I believe, $30.
Yes.
And it's from 10 to 4.
Right.
Or 10:30 to 4, sorry.
Right. Come in at 10 and get your machine all set up.
Right.
If you need materials, you need to call ahead. We would appreciate if you would call ahead and register. Just call the store. That number is
632-2334. And we'll send you out a materials list and cutting instructions.
right.
And then when you come in on Saturday, Karen will instruct you on how to actually put it together.
Right.
And that's something we do every month. And then I believe the final thing we have coming up is Penny Olive is doing a basic free motions class.
Yes.
On the 28th, which is it's been a while since she's had one, and we've had a lot of demand for it, so we're doing another one.
Right.
And she is our premier quilter. She does free motion classes. She does basic free motion. She does advanced free motion. Ruler classes, free motion with working with rulers.
Right.
So she's going to have that class on the 28th, and it's going to be from 10 to 4. And again, come early so you can set up. It's $50 for the class, and the instruction she does is you can use your you can bring your domestic machine, or you can just bring, she says, a notepad.
Oh,
and you can just take the notes, because it's transferable to like a long arm, because that's what she quilts on. But she shows you how to do the techniques, and then you can transfer those to your long arm if you have a long arm. So that's what we have coming up, and each month we're going to have, of course, the quilt, the Final Salutes quilts, the quilt club, the Surgery class, and then those Tuesdays, the second Tuesday, was it the fourth Tuesday of the month, we're going to have those quick little, 20-minute, 30-minute little classes. And then there's going to be more on the horizon, so keep looking at our webpage. And for more information, if you want to sign up for any of these classes, just give us a call at 632-2334, and you can ask for me, Ed, or you can ask for Karen, and we can get you signed up.